Hello, everybody. Surprise, Monday Night Live. It's freezing cold, too. It's more than freezing. It's below freezing right now. It's been like this all day. I look terrible. I've been in the house all day. I've been wrapped up in something to keep warm, plus doing videos. And this light doesn't help. The light's too bright in here. Let's see who we've got in our chat right now. Oh, we got Gladys, Paula, Darlene, Patty, Donna. Good evening, ladies. I'm getting your names written down. Darlene Luchetti. Patty C. Donna Placedia. Dennis. How's Dennis doing this evening? Well, I got 6 in chat. I need brownies. They're pretty good. I ate a brownie and a cup of coffee for breakfast this morning. I shouldn't say, but I did. And there's Barbara Maggard. Rusty Bucket. How's Rusty Bucket doing this evening? 20 degrees? Well, it's 31 here. It's been this all day long. I mean, it's been freezing cold, cloudy looking, just downright cold all day. I can't imagine 20. Well, it's going to get down to like 20, 19 degrees tonight because the temperature's going to start dropping. Yeah, my kind of breakfast. 19 degrees where Patty's at. It's raw. Yeah, it's raw here too. That's why I got this thing on. When you're sitting down not doing anything, you get cold, so I put my hoodie on. This is the one my son and my daughter-in-law got me for Christmas. They got me this hoodie and the mixer. And there's Nathaniel. How's Nathaniel doing tonight? Oh, it's snowing where Gladys is. Well, I thought we were going to get snow, but they've changed the forecast. And unless they change it again before the 21st, which is in, 2 days? No, tomorrow. Then we're not going to get the snow or the rain that they said. Because they forecasted rain and then snow overnight, tomorrow night. But it's going to be cold enough. But they changed the rain chance to like 16%. And at 16%, we're not going to get anything unless they change it again. But this is Texas. They change the weather every day. Oh, no, it's 9 where Donna is. Was 9 degrees this morning where Donna is. Patty C said, I'm so glad you're alive. I had a sad day. I got to give up 2 of my goats to a friend, but I'll have 4 here. Oh, goodness, why do you have to give them up? Too much for you to handle? I've been keeping the fur babies inside as much as possible. I've been letting them go out to go to the bathroom, and Lucky knows now already. He goes out to use the restroom. He turns around and he comes right back to the door. He's ready to come right back in. It's too cold out there for him. 13 here. Oh my goodness. Feels like 5 with the wind chill. Eastern Pennsylvania. Oh, that is cold. But like I said, it's going to be like 19 tonight. I think it's supposed to be down to like 19 for 3 nights. Starting tonight, tomorrow night, and the next night. And then it's supposed to start warming back up a little bit. Nathaniel, no off-the-wall comments, please. But what's with the business with your goats, Patty? I know even goats, you know, if you have them and you raise them, they become your family. Just be nice, not offensive. My brother and his wife had those little goats, the pygmy goats or the little bitty goats, and they were pets. I mean, my brother sent me pictures of him sitting in a rocking chair out in their barn, sitting there with the baby goats, rocking them and feeding them with their bottle. I mean, they were just like pets. They were not goats to them. And when they ever sold any of them, she told people, she said, now, if you buying goats to butcher to eat, you're not buying mine. Mine were not raised to be butchered. They're raised as pets. And they're raised to breed more, not to be butchered and eaten. So she said, if you got that in mind, I'm not selling them to you. It's my steel business. We have them in the property. Oh, I see. I know you can come out in the yard, in my brother's backyard when he used to live in North Carolina before he moved to Tennessee. And the goats would almost try to break down the fence to climb the fence to get to you because they wanted you to pay attention to them. Just like little dogs or a cat. Yeah, as long as I was doing my video earlier today and I had the oven going, it was toasty warm in here, but after all the heat from that left and I was sitting down basically not doing anything to keep my blood circulated, I started getting real cold. You can still visit your goats so you'll be okay. Well, that's a good deal. And you still have 4 at your house. I know baby goats are so cute. And there's Father Gatto. Hello, Father Gatto. How are you doing? Yeah, they're very loving, just like other animals. And if you pay attention to them, show them love, they can show so much love back to you. I'm doing great, Father Gatto. I just wish it would warm up some. It's 31 degrees right now and the temperature's dropping. It'll go all the way down to probably 19 tonight. Look how many names we got in the jar already. It's almost getting full, y'all. I'm going to have to start putting them in a bigger container. But the more times your name is in there, the more chances you have to win. Have my 5 cats and dog too. Love them all. Oh, wow, that's a lot. I've got 2 cats, and sometimes I think that's too many. Little Buddy's in there on the bed sleeping, and Lucky's in his little pet carrier sleeping right now. I fed them some pate a little while ago. They're happy, so they're ready to go back to sleep now and stay warm. My heat is on. I've got the gas furnace on, and I've got this electric fireplace running, blowing heat, and it's still cold. I mean, like I said, as long as I'm up moving around doing something, I stay pretty warm. But when I sit down and I'm not doing anything, my blood don't circulate as much, and I start getting really cold. So I put this on. It's like wearing a big bathrobe, but it's a hoodie. I was kind of worried about it with my allergies, it being kind of fuzzy, but I shook it out good from the instructions, and I've rinsed it out, washed it a little, trying to get a lot of the fuzz off of it, and it seems to be a lot better now. Yeah, it's a little bit chilly here, life with Pip and Tyne. It's 31 degrees right now, and the temperature's dropping. It'll get down to 19 degrees tonight before it stops dropping. And it'll be the same tomorrow night. And it probably won't get above freezing all day tomorrow. That's about the way it was today. But we don't have any participation, no snow, no ice, except my water fountains out there. My water fountains are frozen. Yeah, right. How much would it cost me, Gladys? That's what I'd ask. How much are those loving arms going to cost me? Well, I've got a warm robe. It's like a fleece. It's not fuzzy like this, but it's real warm. But I pulled this on earlier because I'm testing out the fuzz since I've washed it and tried to get most of the fuzz off of it, because that's what it says in the instructions on the website where they ordered it. It said to take it outside, shake it out inside and out, wash it, and it will stop shedding. And it's pretty much stopped. Yeah, I've got an electric blanket on my bed, Patty C. That's my loving arms. I know you're kidding, Gladys. Yeah, every time I see a man coming toward me, I think to myself, okay, how much is this one going to cost me? They gave my granddaughter one like this and me, because my granddaughter's about the same size I am. She's a pretty big girl. Well, she'll be 22 in June. Yeah, I've already got quite a list here of names of people just coming in already. You got 2 heated throws on my bed. Well, I've got a queen size electric blanket, and it's a fleece blanket. So that blanket in itself is just as cozy and warm as it can be. Oh no, your electric blanket broke. Not good. It's time for you to get another one, Gladys. You probably could use a single, right? Is your bed a single bed? You get used to one, you don't want to do without it. I'll turn mine on low just to get my bed warmed up, and then I go to bed and turn the blanket off usually, unless it's an exceptionally cold night. Yeah, I thought you did, Gladys. I'll check out the prices on those. Yeah, she needs to get her another one. can't sleep without it since your husband passed. It's funny that you should mention husband, because when I was still married, my ex-husband used to get mad at me because we'd get in the bed, and if it was cold, my feet got cold, before I ever got in the bed. And I'd put them right up against him, either his legs or his back. I'd draw my legs up, and my cold feet would hit him. And he just cringed. He said, "Darn, get your cold feet off of me." I said, "I'm trying to get them warm." I don't have to do that now. I got an electric blanket. He never wanted an electric blanket because he was hot-natured, and I was just the opposite. So when I did get an electric blanket, I got one with dual controls. So you could have it off on his side and on mine. That's the only way I could get it. And that's the way my queen size electric blanket is now. It's got dual controls, so you can control either side of it individually. But I turn both of them on. I turn both sides on the same setting till I get warm. And then I'll turn it off unless I fall asleep first. And there's Tamara. Hey, Tamara, how you doing? Well, you're not that late. We just got going a few minutes ago. We haven't been on here that long. We're not doing anything but chatting and me taking names to put in the jar for the drawing, and it's almost full, you can see. I was telling everybody I'm going to have to get me a bigger container to hold them. My poor furnace keeps kicking on, and my fireplace just runs constantly. Because this house is, it's an old mobile home. They're not very well insulated, so they don't hold the heat very well. It helps since I put the new roof on, and I've been working on the floor, so that's a double layer on the floor. And that helps with the heat and the cold. I missed it. I didn't catch the president thing today. Have a huge king bed, but my husband was really big man, 6 foot. Wow, yeah, you needed a big king bed. Not tonight, I'm not. Maybe one day, not tonight. And there's Tamara Douglas. I got 2 Tamaras come in the house. Tamara Ameling and Tamara Douglas. Well, I made that chicken pot pie. Well, it wasn't chicken pot pie, it was turkey pot pie today. That's the video I'm going to upload tomorrow if I can get it edited tonight. It's not edited yet. You have an electric mattress pad. Heat rises. Keeps me good and cozy. Dual controls on it as well. Yeah, a friend of mine said, you need to get you an electric pad to go on your mattress. That way you won't have a heavy electric blanket on top of you. I said, my electric blanket's not heavy. I like my electric blanket. It's cozy. That's right. Never late. Always welcome. One thing I've got to remember to put in the notes on my video when I edit it tonight, before I upload it tomorrow, is I put an egg in it, and I would suggest not putting the egg in it, because by my recipe, it's not that runny anyway. And with the egg, it made it a little on the dry side. I mean, it's not completely dry, but it is a little bit. And I'd prefer that I had not put the egg in it. So if you make it by my recipe, you might decide not to put the egg in it at all. Just put the egg wash on top of your crust. I even showed you what I did with the egg that was left. You know, you break a whole egg and you brush the top of one pie. You got the whole egg left. What are you going to do with it? You don't want to throw it away. But I showed you in the video what I did with my egg. How's that for being thrifty? Yeah, they make electric pads to go on your bed, your mattress. So you don't have to buy the blanket. You can get the pad to lay on, or either the blanket to put above you. I've always had the blanket, and mine have not been heavy. And I like cuddling up with my blanket. I can't cuddle up with the mattress pad. Well, I stay pretty warm on both sides with my blanket. Because that would be too much heat for me if I had the pad on the mattress and then had a blanket on top of me. I would get too hot. Patty says I want both. I mean, I can get too hot in my bed just having my electric blanket on the lowest setting. So usually I just warm the bed up and then turn the blanket off. And there's April Morrison. Hello, April. How's April doing this evening? How are you faring in your neck of the woods? Have you got snow and ice and cold weather? You're fine? Most people in here have got snow and cold weather, extremely cold weather. It's 31 here right now. And it's going to get down to 19 tonight, which I don't like, but I can't change it. I'm not in control of the weather, so. Gladys, they have them reasonably on Amazon and Walmart. Yeah, they do. I was looking online the year that I bought my fleece electric blanket. I didn't even know they made them out of fleece like that. But it is so cuddly and warm. It's dark brown on one side and it's tan on the other. And it wasn't too awfully expensive, you know, even the queen size. Exactly, Gladys. Electric blanket's like having a man to keep you warm, but he don't talk. He don't talk and grumble at you, does he? Yours are fleece too, Patty? So you know what I'm talking about. They're cuddly soft. Just like her wooden Indian. She can fuss at him and tell him off, and he can't talk back. He don't argue with her. He don't cuss her out. He don't call her names. He just stands there and looks at her. Oh, me. I got two covered on my bed. Oh, really? Well, good for you. Yeah, I'm trying to wear this. It's so fuzzy. I mean, I like it. I love it. It's so soft and cuddly, but it's so fuzzy. I was wondering with my allergies, you know, breathing while I'm wearing it, just breathing in a little bit of the fuzz or lint that might come off of it if it would bother me. So I'm trying to wear it a little bit to make sure before the time runs out, because I may have to send it back if it does. Because it's cold in your bedroom upstairs. Well, heat usually rises. It should be warmer up there. Your cats love them too. Yeah, I'm just in a one-story house, but I tell you what, when the temperature extremely gets low, it can get cold, and that bed can get cold. And I cherish my electric blanket. I thought little buddy was back inside. I think he is. He's sleeping. I don't think he went back out after I fed him. Amen. No, I guess I did let him go out. Let me let him back in. Crazy cat, you're going to freeze your fur off. You'll freeze your fur off outside. Who, buddy? Little buddy, my cat. He just came in. The two cats that I put in my videos all the time, they're both in the house because it's too cold for them outside. And there's Jana Jacob. Hello, Jana. And Edith Margaret Harris. Yeah, they usually stay out most of the time. I let them in once in a while. But when it's real cold weather like it is right now, I'll let them come in and stay inside where it's warm. I let them go out. They go to the bathroom, and then they come right back. It's too cold. They don't want to stay out there. Yeah, Paula, electric blankets are a great way to stay warm. Hospital bed gets cold. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we've got a winter storm moving through here, but we don't have any participation. You know, they first predicted we would get rain and snow because it'd be too cold for it to rain. But then they dropped the chances of precipitation down to 16 unless they've changed it. I haven't checked today. Edith says I have a doctor's appointment January 28th. Yeah, Edith, did you eat today? We're going to check on you. Did you eat today? If they don't start bringing you your food regularly, I'm going to get the name and number of the place you're at, and I'm going to start calling them. And I'm going to tell them off, tell them they better start bringing you food to you. Yeah, there's no telling what might happen because they first predicted we'd get snow tomorrow. They said rain and snow, but, you know, the temperatures will be too cold for it to rain. It'll have to sleet or snow. It can't rain as cold as it's going to be. You ate today? Okay, well, good. I'm glad to hear that, Edith. We're all going to look out for you. If we find out you're not eating, we're going to start calling that place you're at, and we're going to complain about it. And I guarantee you they'll be bringing food to you. Gladys says, right, Linda, me too. I was hoping it's me, Billie Jean, would be able to come in tonight. His mom had such a good time with our live when she was, you know, when I was talking to her. He said he was just laughing at her because she was having a good time. Little buddy, are you eating your stuff? I ordered 2 cases of cat food for my 2 fur babies, and it was delivered tonight. One was 40 cans of pate, you know, the mixed seafood and all kind of stuff. And then I got a 40 case can of the cat food with gravy or sauce in it. All different kinds, chicken, turkey, seafood, you name it. I only spent $60 on cat food for this month. And that's not the dry food. I already had a bag of dry food. But it's 40 cans. But they've been eating about 2 cans a day. Or at least 1 can a day plus their dry food. Sometimes 2 cans plus their dry food. Oh, you went to his channel? I haven't been to his channel yet. I need to go to it. Do you just put in It's Me, Billie Jean? I tried to find It's Me, Ann. I tried to find her channel, but I couldn't find it by that name. I put It's Me, Ann in, and I got everybody but her. So I don't know how to find her channel. Let's see if I can find his. I can look it up on this thing. I eat eggs, muffin, lasagna, salad. They prepared it for me. Well, good. Just Me, Billie Jean. Just Me, Billie Jean biscuits. Like my grandma's with scrambled eggs, white gravy for whatever. Oh, come on. I got to get that sound off. You ought to know I'd get music playing, and they won't monetize my channel with that music going. I'll look it up later. But yeah, I tried to find It's Me, Ann. You know, said she's got a t-shirt shop channel, but I can't find it. I put in It's Me, Ann. I put in It's Me, Ann t-shirts. I put in It's Me, Ann Watson. I can't bring her channel up for some reason. And I thought she said that was the name of it, was It's Me, Ann. But maybe not. I thought I heard little buddy moving around over there. But, I mean, Lucky, but he's asleep. And there's Jackie M. Hey, Jackie. How's Jackie doing? You staying warm? It's pretty chilly here. Pretty chilly today, and it's going to be pretty chilly tomorrow. She did say that. Yeah, that's what I thought she said, but I haven't been able to find it. I'll look again when I get time, but I got to get my video edited so I can get that uploaded tonight, so I can get it posted tomorrow. Yeah, that's me. I'm just trying to stay warm. I stayed warm and toasty as long as I was doing my video today because I had the oven going. It kept me toasty warm, but since that oven's been off, it got chilly in here. Or I sat down and I got still, not doing anything. My blood stopped moving. You're always colder when you're sitting or laying down and you're not doing anything because your blood doesn't circulate enough to keep your body warm. But that made me feel so good when it's me, just me, Billie Jean, said that he was cracking up at his mom. Because when she first heard me say, hello, Catherine, she thought somebody was at the door. And when she got the TV or something and turned it around and showed him that I was on YouTube and I was on the screen talking to her, he said she just got carried away. It just did his heart good to see her. And it made me feel good too. I'm feeling great. Going to get down to 13 overnight. We feel, yeah. It's going to be down to 19 here. Tonight, tomorrow night, and I think the next night. And it's not going to get above freezing the next 2 days, I don't think. I have to recheck my forecast. They change it every time I bring the forecast up. So I never know what to expect when I bring it up to check it. Let's see if I can bring it up. See what the latest is on it. Well, see, now they've changed it again. It's going to be 23 degrees tonight, 36 tomorrow, 24 tomorrow night, 52 on Wednesday, 27 Wednesday night, 50 on Thursday, and 28 Thursday night, 58 Friday, and 37 Friday night. And then it's going to, like, Saturday, it's going to be 61 for a high and 43 that night. Can you imagine? And then it's going to be in the 50s during the day, mid 30s to high 30s at night after that. Texas weather's crazy. Yeah, as long as you're immobile, you're just basically in one spot, laying down or sitting, you always get cold. I always do. But if I can get up and start moving around, my blood's circulating, and I start getting hot. I keep my body warm. Gladys is going to have to figure out how to do some bed exercises while she's laying in bed. She'll have to do arm lifts and leg lifts and all that kind of stuff to keep her blood circulated. Probably make you feel better too. How many people we got in here? 40. It's like we got 40 some people watching. Yeah, when Texas lets you know it's wintertime, you know it's wintertime. And then when it lets you know it's summertime, it's 110 degrees. There's no in between with Texas. It's either hot or it's cold. You might get one lucky day with it being just right, but it don't last. You do, Gladys? Okay. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, my nose is itching. Somebody's talking about me. He's in his little pet carrier, Jackie. He's asleep right now. The only time he's been outside was about middle of the day. I let him and Lucky, little buddy, go out for a while. Lucky didn't stay out long. He went out, he used the bathroom, he came right back to the door wanting to come back in. And I don't blame him. It's too cold out there. So they've been staying in these cold days and nights. They haven't been out there in the cold. I wouldn't want to have to stay out there, and I'm not going to make them do it. Not if I can help it. He tickled me last night. He'd been in that pet carrier most of the day or most of the afternoon. He started meowing, and I figured, well, he probably needs to go out for a bit, just to go to the bathroom. So I let him out. He went straight to the door. He went outside. He went across the yard. He went to the edge of the woods on my lot over there. And I could see, because there was enough light from the porch that I could see him. He used the bathroom. He covered it up. And he come right back to the porch, wanting to come right back in. I said, well, that's what I wanted him to do. And he came right back in, and he stayed in all night. Too cold for him outside. Yeah, I keep Lucky in the pet carrier. It's big. I mean, he's got plenty of room in there to stretch out or do whatever he wants to do. Because he's not been fixed yet, and I don't want him spraying all over the house. He'll have my house smelling, oh, it'd be terrible. It'd smell like a cat bathroom. Yeah, he's learning. Good fur baby. He went and did his business, and he came right back. Little buddy does too. He's always done that. He'll let me know he needs to go out. He'll go out, and he comes right back to the door, wanting to come back in. Just like the dogs do. When you let your dog out, he'll run around, do his business. He'll come right back, wanting to come right back in the house. That's why his name is Lucky. Yeah, I got to get him fixed. And like I said, I've got the appointment set up for March 11th. And I'm just trying to keep him from freezing and keep him from spraying all over my house, because I don't want that smell in here. You can't hardly get rid of it. You just about have to take the boards out of the house and replace them. Darlene, yes. In fact, I'm thinking I should go make sure she starts and let it run a while. I haven't even tried to start mine today. It should start right up without any problem, though. Oh, your youngest son's birthday is March 11th. Well, happy early birthday to your youngest son. I probably should have done that, though. Did they go out there and start the car up and let it run a while? Yeah, dress warm if you go outside. You think it's not that cold till you get out there, and you're out there like 30 seconds, And you're almost froze in 30 seconds. As cold as it is. So bundle up good if you go outside. I was watching some news video on Oklahoma and where all the snow is up north of me. And I said, man, I'm glad I'm down here. I'm like the lower part of north central Texas. The snow is up on the northern part. Oklahoma, all that other area, not down here. And it looks like we're going to miss the snow this year, which, you know, it doesn't hurt me at all. This cold weather is enough. I don't need the snow on top of it. But I fixed my turkey pot pie and I ate a slice of it at lunchtime today. That was my lunch. And that's what my supper was tonight. I ate a big hunk of it for supper tonight. It's pretty good for a change. I haven't had pot pie in a long time. But I fixed a whole, like, pie, you know, regular size pie. That's way too much for me. Already know part of it's going in the compost because I can't eat that whole thing. I guess I could freeze a piece or two of it, but I keep saying that and I keep freezing stuff because I can't eat it all. And then my freezer's full and I keep fixing more for the videos. That's exactly right, Darlene. Frostbite is actually a burn. Yeah, leftovers. Well, I'll be eating turkey pot pie leftovers this week. And I've already got my breakfast. You'll see in the video. I already got my breakfast for in the morning. Because I wasn't going to waste that egg. I'm too frugal to throw that whole egg out. You know, you break an egg, you beat it up, and then you just brush the top of a pie with it. And then what are you going to do with the egg? You got a whole egg there. It's easy, Gladys. Tell him to watch the video. It's real easy to make. Turkey pot pie or chicken pot pie is the same thing. You can put turkey in it or chicken or even beef. I had the turkey, you know, left from Thanksgiving, so the turkey bone is what I put in the pot and boiled for a couple of hours and picked the bone, and I got a cup of meat off of it, enough to make my pot pie with. That's what I always say. Don't waste food. Don't waste anything. Be frugal. But I tried it with egg in it because I heard somebody say that it was good to put egg in it. But I like it a little bit more like soupy than it came out with putting the egg in it. So the next time I make it, I'm not going to put the egg in it. But I wanted to try one time and see how it turned out. I mean, it's still good. And there's still plenty of sauce in it, but there would have been a lot more sauce, you know, in the pie itself if I left the egg out. Your favorite's turkey pot pie? Oh, I love pot pies. I don't care if they're turkey pot pie, chicken pot pie, or beef pot pie. I love all three. And there's Frida Cassidy. How's Frida doing this evening? Are you staying warm? And there's It's Me, Ann. Ann, I tried to find your website today. Your It's Me, Ann, your t-shirts and stuff. I thought you said that the name of your channel was It's Me, Ann. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I couldn't find it. And I've got Toei, T-O-A-I or 2-O. I don't know who that is, but I'll put your name down for the drawing. No, you got to watch the video to see what I did with that egg. Yeah, I like the gravy in them too. That's why I said the next one I make, I'm going to leave the egg out. I think this is the first time I ever tried it with putting the egg in it. And it's still good. It's just not as gravy-like as it would have been if I'd have kept the egg out. Because the egg, when it cooked, it absorbed a lot of the gravy. And I like a lot of gravy in it. Yeah, it's good either way, but the next time I'm going to leave the egg out. I haven't made French toast in a bit. I need to make some French toast. I haven't made pancakes in a while either. Oh no, I had to stop when I got sick back in 2011. And I only had a store, not a website, but sold to all 50 states. Oh, well, no wonder I couldn't find it. I was worried about that. Oh, yeah, I know you do, Gladys. There's a counter thing that pops up on my YouTube studio, and it shows at different times how many views each one of my subscribers have made. And your name pops up 100 plus views. And Snow White's came up several times. Several of the other subscribers came up too. And there's Andrew Crosby. Hello, Andrew. Is it cold where you're at? It's 31 degrees here and dropping fast. I love pot pies too. But I usually get the little individual ones, so I don't have, the whole great big old pie left to eat for a week. But it's good. I'll eat what I can of it. Oh no, 11 degrees in Tennessee. Ooh, that makes me shiver just thinking about it. I got a brother, he's in Tennessee right now. He's, thank goodness he wasn't affected by all that flooding and hurricane. He got rain and stuff, but, his house is there. His yard is fine. He's got it up for sale because his wife passed away just before that hurricane hit. And he doesn't want to stay up there with no family anymore. So he's going to sell that house. He's already got it up for sale. And he's going to move to South Carolina where his daughter lives and get a house close to her. So he'll be close to some family. Oh, it's going to get down to 4. That's too cold. Ooh. 18 degrees where Patty is now. Warren, Ohio. Oh, I couldn't live in Ohio. I mean, I've been in Texas when it's got down to 11 and 13 degrees before, and that was way too cold. But it doesn't do that often. I mean, it's not a regular thing here in Texas. That's what my son buys, little pot pies. Well, you can make them. When you go to make your pot pies, you can make them in little individual, you can buy the little tins, like the little pie pans, the throwaway pie pans, and make little individual pot pies if you wanted to. But if you're going to make it for like 3 people, it's easier just to make the whole big pie. Cold car started, garage 1/2 block from door. Oh, wow. A half a block from your door. That's a pretty good ways in the freezing cold. Andrew's in Morrison, Tennessee, and this winter is one of the coldest in years. Well, we've had a crazy winter. It stayed warm. I mean, all through Christmas, all through December, and now all of a sudden when January got here, mid-January, it started getting cold. But it won't stay cold. Like I said, like in less than a week, it's going to warm back up. And in February, that's our springtime, basically. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good deal. You can have a remote to start it so you don't have to go all the way down to your car. And you can cut it off from inside. Well, that's pretty good. I hope it's not this hoodie making me cough. Hope I'm not breathing enough of fuzz to cause me to cough. Toei, Toai. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. What part of the country are you in, Toei? It's the only way I know to pronounce it. Oh, it's not a bathrobe, it's a hoodie. Got Susan Palmer in the house. Well, I thought you'd see the bottom of it, but it's a hoodie. My son and daughter-in-law gave it to me for Christmas along with my mixer. But I've been trying to wear it to see if it's going to bother my allergies because it being so fuzzy. And we got Shatika. How did I miss Shatika? How's Shatika doing tonight? Well, this one is real fuzzy. So you couldn't use, I mean, it doesn't have anything on it to shave off. And the instructions on the website, when I went and looked at it, it said when you unbox it, take it outside, shake it out real good, inside and out, wash it, and after you do that, it should not shed anymore. And it really doesn't shed right now, but I wasn't sure if there was going to be a little bit of lint or anything that gets in the air that I breathe that, might bother me. Yeah, I kind of like the gray. They got my granddaughter one just like it. I will never own another car without remote start. Took 2 years to figure out I could cool it in the summer too. Yeah, when I bought my new car, I was hoping the car I got had the automatic start, but it didn't. I mean, it's got the key bobber, to lock the doors, to open the trunk. It's got the locked gas tank, so I have to flip a switch inside on the dash to open the gas tank lid, so nobody has access to your gas tank. It's going to be 7 degrees in New Jersey tonight. Ooh, that's too cold. Yeah, you can warm your car up before you ever go out to it if you got an automatic start. Or you can cool it in the summertime so it's not blazing hot when you crawl in your car. I hope you have a good electric blanket or you've got good insulation in your house or apartment where you live. If it's going to be 7 degrees tonight, Susan. Oh no, it was 0 degrees at the top of the mountain. That's cold. Back when the movie Knight Rider was so popular, that show, I kept telling my kids, and I was teasing them, I kept telling them, I said, my next new car is going to be like Kit, the car in that movie or the show. So I've got controls and I can let the car come pick me up. Like if it's parked in a parking lot at Walmart, I can flip a switch and my car starts and it comes out of the parking spot and it comes up to the curb to pick me up at the door. They just looked at me like I'd lost my mind. -13 here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I always said I needed a car like Kit. That black car in Knight Rider. That was a cool car. Oh, no. You got to get another fob and key for $300? Oh, my goodness. What? Tamara, don't feel bad. I got a Roomba as a gift and I was carrying it back to the charging station one time. I forgot about it and realized it parks itself when it's done. I've never had to buy a new one, so, I didn't have any idea how much they cost. I've got 2. I hope I don't lose either one. Get a locksmith, they can make you one for less. They can make you a bobber with the key on it for less than that. Or maybe he just liked you. He might have, Patty. Princess Mariposa. Hello, Princess Mariposa. I don't think I've seen you in chat before, but welcome. You leaving us already? You just got here. There you go, Dennis. I want a car that goes to the store for me. Well, see, Dennis, you can order stuff online, pay for it, arrange to have it picked up at the store, and then send your car to go get it for you. If you had a car like Kit, you could do that. That Kit car, it would go get your groceries for you while you stayed home. He made you two for less than $100. It's older, 2012. Well, mine is just a 2018. I want a Jetson Mobile. What is a Jetson Mobile? But has a key fob. What? Darlene says, I want a wife. If you were reading the chat like I'm doing, you'd see how funny this was. Patty says, I want a key fob. Darlene comes and says, I want a wife. And Patty C said, would keyless start? Andrew said that would be cool, but I'm a country kid. I love the outside. I don't like being cooped up inside for long periods of time. Tamara said the flying car. George, yes. Oh, okay, yeah. I'd like to have one of them too. Be real good on tires. Yeah, it's funny how you can read each person's chat and just go down the list and read one right after the other. It's hilarious. Like Darlene says, I want a wife, and Patty C comes in with keyless start. Well, you know, it's not going to be too many years before George Jetson's car is going to be a reality. It's not going to be just a cartoon. Because they've already made hover cars, and they're coming up with the cars that will hover so you don't even need the highway. So it won't be too many years before people are going to be flying their car places they want to go. They don't even have to touch the ground. And there's MT. Hello, how are you doing? And Janice Country Cutie. Yeah, we're behaving. We're just laughing and carrying on. Well, if you're leaving us, Andrew, I hope you have a blessed night. Stay safe, stay warm. We'll see you on the next one, and your name is in the In the bucket again. 15 degrees where Janice Country Cutie's at. Well, it just hit 30 here. Just dropped a degree. It was first going to be 19. Now it's going to be, what did I say, like 22, 23 degrees tonight? But that's plenty cold. Plenty cold. No, not really read the chat. Warm is the question of the day. Yeah. You've been watching Kevin Costner movies? I can now. My husband was jealous. Oh. One of my favorite movies with Kevin Costner is the one with, oh heck, now I can't even think of her name. Bodyguard. I love that movie, Bodyguard. Jackie M says, stop complaining. We're 42 here and I'm cold. Yeah, I'd be cold at 42. Yeah, me too. We got a newer car a while back, Lexus Sports SUV. Has so many controllers that Ron said he was afraid to touch. We'll go 180. We will never see that. No, I would never see 180 out there on these highways either. I know some of these new cars, they have so many controls, you don't know what to do. You're afraid to push a button because you don't know what's going to happen. And you can drive a car for years before you figure out what one of the controls can do, unless you sit down and read the manual. I can program my car to let me know when it's due for an oil change, it's due for tire rotation, or anything like that. And I haven't done it. But it'll go ahead and tell me when my air filters need to be changed. I don't have to program that in. It should self-program everything else like that in there. Yeah, Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner in Bodyguard. That was such a good movie. And I'm so sad she's gone. She was such a good singer. She was a beautiful person, I thought. But unfortunately, some people, they get hooked up with the wrong spouse. And the combination, they let wealth and fame go to their heads, and then they get into drugs and all kind of stuff like that. And then that's what does them in, you know. Yeah, I loved Whitney Houston too. Yours was talking to you when you got in it the other day. It scared us to death. My son had a car. When he'd get in it, a voice would come on and say, your door is ajar. Your door is ajar. And he said, I wish I could figure out how to turn the voice off. No, yeah, she probably loved him dearly, but he was not a good person for her. The guy who wrote the Jetsons also wrote Flintstones. I didn't know that, but I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, they're both similar types of shows. Abba-dabba-doo. Yeah, her daughter. That's sad. That was as bad as our watcher and drives singing to us. I'm so glad we got rid of those. Patty C says, my car says it's recording. He has cameras. He hooks up with all things in it. My pickup is 25 years old. I don't care much. Well, I really didn't want a car that was all computerized, but what do you do when you need to get a new car? And that's the way all the new cars are nowadays. I mean, he hooks up the electronics in it. LOL. Oops. Well, mine doesn't say anything, but a warning will come on the little screen, down where the speedometer is. A warning will come up. Extreme cold temperatures. Or it'll say freezing temperatures. Or something to make you aware to be careful. This one person I knew had a car, and it spoke in French or some other language, and it drove them crazy. They'd open the door, it would talk to them. You get in, it would say something. You start the engine, it would say something. If you started driving, it would say something. If your gas was low, it would tell you that your gas tank is low. You need to get gas. But it said it all in the other language, so you didn't know what it was saying. It would drive you crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want a car that talks to me. Yeah, it's too cold, Diana. Get your name down. It just flipped down to 30 degrees, and that's pretty much what it's been all day today. I think it hit 34, 35 all day. All the dumb warning labels are there because someone has tried. Yeah, they tried. I put my phone on Google Maps sometimes and it has an Australian accent. Used to drive my husband crazy. But I liked it. Well, I'm glad you made it to my live, Diana. That put your name in the pot again. Look at the jar. It's full of names. I got to get a bigger container. Yeah, I do too. They need to just spell out what it is. Don't make you guess by a picture. There's nothing going on with my car. My car's fine. We were talking about all the push buttons and the computerized stuff and the talking cars and all this stuff. I've learned to like my car pretty good. I just don't want no repair bills on it because I know they're going to be outrageous. But I'm sure my extended warranty is going to help with that. I had to replace my tires before Christmas. Dennis. Dennis says my check engine light finally went off because the bulb blew out. Yep, that's a lot of names. And I've got another whole page full. Look at that I got to cut apart and put in there tonight. And I'm still adding to it because I just added Diana Hinkles to it. Tamara says, I'd rather have gauges than lights. I know you got to look in your manual and find the light to know what the light's trying to tell you. I have little lights that come on sometimes and I have to look because it scares me. I don't know why the light is on. So then I have to look at the manual and find the light to see what that light is for and why it's on. And then I can calm down because it was nothing serious, you know. I hope so because I've got a lifetime extended warranty on my car. It's bumper to bumper, wrap warranty. I don't know. I don't think Wilson's come in tonight. He might be with his girlfriend. Yeah, I don't have a bigger jar. The only bigger jar I've got my flowers in, so I can't take that jar. I'll get a bigger container of some kind. One of those big plastic bowls with a lid so they don't spill out. Yeah, Wilson hasn't been in tonight. He may not have got the notification, or like I said, he might be with his girlfriend and he's occupied. He's probably occupied about now. Get out your big soup pot. Well, I did this morning. I thought about making turkey and dumplings. And then somebody had said, no, make a turkey pot pie. So that's what I did. I made a turkey pot pie. But I saved a lot of the broth that I can put in something else to make later on this week. Maybe Wilson has a good electric blanket. Maybe, I don't know. And there's Krista. Hi there, Krista. How are you doing? How's the weather in your neck of the woods right now? It's 30 degrees here. It's been that cold all day. We've got that storm that's moving through, but we don't have any rain or no snow, no ice, except my water fountains are froze over. I got ice in my water fountains. So if the animals outside get water, they got to lick the ice. Yeah, I don't mind making cooking videos when it's cold weather because I don't mind turning the oven on or keeping the burners going. It helps warm up the house. Getting colder this week. Well, it's already gotten colder here. And they had first predicted we'd get snow tomorrow, but they've changed that. We only got like 16% chance of rain, so at 16% chance we're not going to get any precipitation. Yeah, Yeah, maybe he's curled up under his blanket with his girlfriend. He doesn't want to poke his head out to get on the live. But in a couple of days, it's going to start warming back up a little bit. It'll still get pretty cold at night, but it'll be warmer during the day. And maybe I can work on my cabinet out there a little bit more. My weekend was fine. It was just cold. I couldn't get a whole lot done out. I couldn't really do nothing outside. My cabinet in the wood is just still stacked up on the patio, waiting for me, patiently waiting. I mean, I'm not in a big hurry. It'll be there. Oh, Virgo Boy 48 said it's 18 degrees. Oh, is that South Dakota? Feels like minus 45. $48. Dennis said it's leaving me and headed to him. I know they've been getting snow northeast of us. I'm glad we don't have it here, though. I mean, it's not too late to get some, but we haven't had it so far. You just got off work and caught my live. Well, I'm glad you called us, Virgo Boy. I've got to go, night all. Well, have a good night, Patty C. Stay warm. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite, and we'll see you next time. Here it's 15 Celsius. Yeah, snow is great on TV. I can look at it on TV and it'll make me cold. I mean, I can watch a movie on television in 110 degree temperature inside with the AC on, and I can look at snow on a movie and it'll make me cold until I realize it's 105 degrees outside. Little buddy's asleep. He's curled up asleep. He's had his dinner. Lucky is in his little pet house. He's had his dinner and he's curled up asleep. So both fur babies are inside. They're cozy. They're warm. And they're getting plenty of sleep. Yeah, you have a blessed night, Patty. We'll see you next time. The coldest it's gotten here, I think it might have been the week of that snow and ice storm we had a couple of years ago. It was down to like 11 degrees one night. That's about the coldest I can remember it getting here. Yeah, I don't have the heart to make them stay out in this kind of weather. It's too cold. Poor babies. I know they got a lot of fur on them and they were made to stay out in the weather, but I don't have the heart to make them stay out, and they don't want to stay out when it's this cold. I'll let them out to go to the bathroom and they come right back. They won't back in. They don't want to stay out there where it's cold, and I don't blame them. My little Shih Tzu Bentley's asleep. He ate first. Yeah. Fur babies. Yeah, that's what I call my two kitty cats. They're fur babies. Fits him perfect. And I've noticed Little Buddy and Lucky have two different, total different personalities. Oh, coldest where you're at, Krista, is minus 42 Celsius. Couldn't been outside more than 10 minutes. Wow. Yeah. That's what those two fur babies are doing right now. They go out, do their business, and they want to come right back in, and I don't blame them. It warms up, and it's not freezing cold outside. I'll let them stay out if they want to, but because I hate to keep them cooped up. But when it's cold like this, I'm not making them stay outside. I am too, Dennis. I like my inches. I like inches and feet and yards and stuff like that. It gets into metrics. I have to look at the metric scale to figure out how many metrics are in, or how many of the other measurements are in an inch or a yard or a foot. Yeah, they got to stay warm. And Fahrenheit, yeah. Yeah, when somebody says something Celsius, I have to bring up the chart. All right, minus 42 Celsius is what in Fahrenheit? And it'll tell you. Miles and gallons, yeah. And there's Brian P. Let me get your name down. Don't forget, every time you come in alive between now and February 6th, your name goes in the pot another time. But you do have to be in the live on February 6th when we do the drawing to win. Yeah, because you know all the other system. And we were raised to know our system, Fahrenheit, inches, yards, that type of thing. And you always learned the opposite, the other end of the spectrum. When I first think of minus 42 Celsius, I think of, oh no, minus 42 degrees Fahrenheit, which is terribly cold. It, it says the Celsius temperature is converted to Fahrenheit by using the formula of Celsius 9 times 5 plus 32. That doesn't make sense. Maybe I read it wrong. Minus 42. It says 42 degrees Celsius is equal to minus 43.6 degrees in Fahrenheit. Wow, I didn't know that. So it would actually be colder in Fahrenheit than it is Celsius. That's confusing. Supposed to get down to minus 25 and minus 40 tonight at my house. Woo. Yeah, it'd be easier if it was the same everywhere. He's watching Notre Dame Ohio State football game. So is my husband. Wilson, I mean. Oh, okay. That gives me a headache. And there's Super Pappy. Let me get your name down. Did I miss seeing Wilson? Did he finally come in the house? That's okay, Super Pappy. You're here. Yeah, I'm not going to catch on to the metric system, and I don't want to. I don't want to figure out Celsius. I don't want to figure out metrics. To figure Fahrenheit from Celsius, double the temperature and add 30 degrees. So if it's 30 degrees Celsius, it'd be 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And there's Mrs. Meyer. Hello, Mrs. Meyer and Arthur Morgan. Yes, okay. Well, that's not too confusing. Just double it and add 30. Don said, no, I didn't see him. How's Miss Meyer doing? Is it the same way if it's like minus? Like if it's minus 30, you double it and add 30, which would make it minus 90? And there's Caleb. Hello, Caleb. I've been missing you. You haven't been here in a while. Me mode. Doing good. Yeah, I'm trying to stay warm too. I'm great, Caleb, and I'm so glad you come into our live tonight. I've been missing you. We've been live several times and I haven't seen you. And I said, well, where's Caleb? Haven't seen him in a while. Today the high was 17, currently 10. Oh, that's too cold. It's about 30 degrees here. It's supposed to get down to about 22, 23, I think, for a low tonight. I'm great, Arthur. How are you doing? Yeah, Wilson might be sleeping right now, or he's watching a ball game with his girlfriend under the electric blanket. Super Pappy says minus 22 Celsius. Do 2 times 22 equals 44 and add 30. Yeah, okay. Temperature's 14. Wait a minute. If you double 22, that's 44. And if you add 30, oh, I see. You have minus 44 plus 30 leaves 14. So it leaves 14. Okay. I didn't think I was doing it right a while ago. So double cell and add 30. Got ya. How many we got in here? We got 37. Where's the Tylenol? I don't know. I don't use Tylenol. I use ibuprofen. Neither. All that's confusing. Yeah, because when you add minus 44 plus 30, you're actually subtracting. And it leaves you 14. I didn't catch on to that at first. How's the weather doing over in where Caleb is now? All the way over on the other side of the world practically. I still have nightmares about high school. I never used that math. I was better in math than I was basically anything else. Diana says she's got a friend in Australia and they're having summertime right now. Isn't that odd how they can have summer and we have winter? And then probably when we have summer, they have their winter. That's the way it is. And I guess Alaska just got confused. It can't get its days and nights straightened out. Because sometimes it's daylight 24/7. Other times it's nighttime 24/7. I don't know if I could get used to that. I'm used to going to bed when it's dark outside. If it doesn't get dark, I'd be up all night wearing myself out. Would probably take a lot of getting used to, I'm thinking. And that was counting with fingers. And there's Cindy Powell, private channel. Put her name down. Got chrysanthemums for your garden. They're pretty. I bet they are. All right, Jackie M., you have a blessed night. Stay safe. Stay warm. Have a good night of sleep and don't let the bed bugs bite. And we'll see you on the next one, okay? I know that day and night thing in Alaska would drive me insane. Because sometimes of the year it never gets dark. Other times it never gets daylight. It's weird. It's like it got caught up in its own cortex somehow. It got confused. All right, Janice Country Cutie, you have a blessed night. Stay warm. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. We'll see you on the next one. How long have I been on here? See if I can see. 109 minutes. I can't see it over there. Oh, and there's Too Tall Rob. Hello, Too Tall. What is Too Tall Rob up to? Expected overnight low of 10 in Manhattan. What are you doing in Manhattan? I used to live in Manhattan many, many years ago growing up. When I was little, we lived in Manhattan. Just before we moved to North Carolina for good, where my dad was from. $109. It's about not quite 2 hours. Oh, Manhattan, Kansas, planning a trip to Hawaii. That's what I'm doing. There you go. Hawaii is a nice place to go visit. And there's Bob. Bob plus 20 Dan's L. I see. I don't know what that means. My daughter's been to Hawaii, but I've never been. I probably never will ever go. Well, all my bird boughs are frozen outside. South of France. Wow, you're a ways off, south of France. But welcome from France, south of France. And Cindy Powell in Canada, Vancouver. Sowing tomatoes tomorrow. It must be summertime in France. It's too cold here. It's killed my tomato plants. So I'm going to have to replant everything come spring. They're like $3.69 for a dozen, five like 97 for 18. Here anyway, in Texas, where I'm at. $6 a dozen. Oh, that's too much. That's double what we're paying here. Or almost double. I mean, yeah, almost double. Oh, you got a heated greenhouse. Yeah. I've got a little tiny greenhouse and it's not heated, so it doesn't keep anything through the cold months. I'd love to have a great big heated greenhouse, but right now I can't afford anything like that. I brought a couple of my aloe vera plants and some tree collard cuttings in the house, and they're in the spare bedroom back here until it warms up and I can put them outside. Here, the flowers I bought were $4.99 for 2 plants. That's not too bad the way the prices are now. I saw in California, they want like $6.98 and $4.99 a plant for vegetable plants. That's way too much. That was the cheapest you found? Yeah, it's like 367, 398 for a dozen eggs. It's 597 or something like that for 18 count. I don't know. Chicken feed can be pretty expensive. And then you got to have somewhere to house those chickens. My son has chickens where he lives, so he gets plenty of fresh eggs. That is in the summertime. Unless it gets too hot. If it gets too hot, they'll quit laying until the temperature cools off a little bit. I don't know how they do in this cold weather like it is now. Meat here is $12.99 to $25.99. Is that a pound, Cindy? Wow, Bob. I need to buy your eggs. $1 for 12 eggs, $1 a dozen. Well, prices are different in the south of France, I guess. Yeah, it just depends on where you buy them, what state you're in, what country you're in. We had a gentleman in here from India, I think it was, in the last live, and he works as a security guard, and he was about to get ready to get off work, and he said he made $180 a month as a security guard in India. So you know their prices have to be really low, because a security guard here in America could, I don't even know how to compare it. They'd make almost double that a week. So the prices in India must be really low to have that kind of a income for being a security guard. Yeah, packaging would be pretty hard to ship eggs from France, the south of France, to America, to Texas. Yep, that'd be a trick. You probably have scrambled eggs by the time they got here. Diana said 24 dozen eggs. I paid $5 and something in Texas. You mean 24 eggs was $5? Two dozen eggs, $5. Yeah, it just depends on where you live in Texas, I guess, and what store you buy them at. I usually get mine at Walmart. Sometimes I pick them up at Aldi. But I found Aldi's prices are pretty similar to Walmart's. Yeah, could you imagine working a whole month to make $180? You know prices have to be extremely low there for your income to be that much. Mamadou Alou Diallo. I don't know who you are. I can't pronounce your name, but I'll put your name down. Mamadou, where are you from? Alou Diallo, salute. Africa, okay. Well, hello from Africa, from Texas to Africa. Welcome. Mercy. I bet is it warm weather in Africa right now, or is it cold weather? It's freezing cold here. It's an international platform now. Yeah, I'm just wondering what kind of temperature they have in Africa right now. Is it cold? Is it summer? Is it wintertime? I can't read your language, Mamadou. G comprends pas anglais. I don't know what that says. I'm sorry, I can't translate it to English. I'm headed back to bed. The critters are fed and fresh water is out. Okay, Too Tall Rob. Thanks for stopping in. We'll catch you on the next go round. You have a good night. Sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. I can't read your language, Mamadou. You'll have to translate it in English for me. Yeah, we got a big country. There's a lot of different climates everywhere. He's saying no English. Well, he did. He put Africa in there. He knew that much. My from Africa, Ivory Coast. Okay. Well, welcome from Africa, Ivory Coast. It's probably warm weather in Africa. It probably don't ever get real cold there like it does here. How hot in Africa? That's what I was asking him, Diana, but he says no English. He doesn't speak enough English, I guess, to tell us what the weather is there. Yeah, it's a beautiful place on Africa, the Ivory Coast. They they speak French there. Okay. And we got DR or doctor. I don't know if it's DR or doctor or what it is. Shout out my friend Drew P. Ball. I don't know who that is. Shout out to your friend Drew P. Balouz. Love Italy. My great grandparents were from Italy. My grandfather was from Italy. He was just a baby when my great grandparents brought him to America. They became American citizens. So I've got Italian blood in me. So it looks like Bob is talking back to Mamadou in French, maybe. And there goes Mamadou's talking in French or something. I can't read it. No Italian. And it's me, Ann. She says I'm half Italian. Well, my great grandparents came over from Italy in the 1800s on a ship when my grandfather was just a little toddler. Him and his sister were real little toddlers when they came over to the United States, and they settled in New York City because they came through Ellis Island. So they settled in New York, and that's where my grandmother was born and raised. That's where my mom was born and raised. Italy has best cappuccinos I've ever made. Oh, wow. She says she likes you. Mamadou, is that who you're talking about, Bob? Oh, okay. Well, tell her in French or whatever that I'm so happy that she came into our live tonight. Tell her welcome. It's nice to have someone that can speak French and can correspond with someone from Africa. That's neat. My mom was full Italian. My great-grandparents came over on the ship and settled in New York. Oh, well, how neat. It's me, Anne. We have something so much in common. Well, my grandfather's full Italian, but he married my grandmother, who was English and Irish from New York City. So my mom is half Italian. So I don't know what that makes me, but I know I've got Italian blood running through my veins. Yeah, I think that's really neat, Diana, that Bob can translate to Mamadou for us, welcoming her to our live chat. Mercy, Bob. Thank you, Bob. I know what mercy means. Thank you. Bob says, I'm a Dutch farmer in France. Oh, wow. How interesting. And Anne said her dad was in the Navy. He's Norwegian. My dad was in the Navy too, but he's American. He met my mom in the Navy because they were in port in New York City where my mom lived, and somehow they got together when he was on leave in New York. And he told me he used to take my mom on the battleship to eat and show her around and, stuff like that. Yeah, thank you so much, Bob, for translating for us. That's so nice that you can do that. Your grandmother was American and I look like her. Wow. I've had so many people come into my live chats from different countries and they don't speak English and they type in their language. And I know they don't come back because we can't communicate with them. I wish that our live chats had like a button on the side that you could translate other languages into English. It'd be really nice if we could do that. Yeah, our stories are similar, Anne. My mom was born and raised in New York City. My dad was born and raised in North Carolina. And he just so happened to be in port on leave in the Navy in New York City when he met my mom. I guess there were certain times that the guys that were on the ship were able to bring people aboard, to eat with them and different things. Show them around a little bit. Only your dad lived in Texas. Well, they've got a translator like in the comment section, because I've went to videos where people have left comments in other languages, and it says translate right under it, and you can hit translate, and it changes it to American or English, so you can read what they commented. But in the live chat, they don't have a translation like that. And it'd be so nice if they did. Oh, Mamadou can't sleep, 3 a.m. in the Ivory Coast. She stumbled on your channel. Well, I'm not happy that she couldn't sleep, but I'm happy that she stumbled into my channel because I'm happy to have her here. Okay, thank you, Bob. You said when you're on, you'll translate for me. Thank you so much. You speak 7 languages. Oh, my goodness. There's no way I ever speak 7 languages. Sometimes I wonder if I can even speak English. Yeah, Bob, tell Mamadou I'm so happy that she stumbled across my channel. I'm sorry she couldn't sleep. Some nights I can't sleep either. Horrible parents. Mercy, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Something. I don't know what Bob. Mercy, Bob. 2E Super B. Super B. I don't know what that means. To teach you all those. Well, they wanted you to be knowledgeable. I wish I knew 7 languages. That's me too, MT. I have them so mixed up in my brain. I probably couldn't cipher any one language because I'd have them all mixed up. I know a little bit, very little bit of Spanish, and that's about all. Spanish and English. And I know what merci beaucoup means. Other than that, I'm pretty lost. Don't even know 7 people to talk to. Well, you do in our live chat, Dennis. Yep, you've always got us to talk to. Yeah, you know those things that they're advertising now? They're just little earphones you put in, and they hear whatever language they hear, they translate in your ear to whatever language you want it to translate to. Like if you're listening to Spanish, it translates it to English. So you hear English, but they're speaking Spanish. I need to get some of those. I can squeeze out a little pig Latin once in a while. I remember as a kid when we were trying to talk to one another in pig Latin. I pay a 10 lei. Me a C a U a. It's 4 a.m. Got to get up and feed the chickens and pigs. This was a bit weird but fun. See y'all. Well, I hope you come back again, Bob. I'm always going live at the spur of the moment. And then we always have lives on Thursday night at 7 a.m. Central and Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central. If you're ever available at those times, pop in and see us. And I may be live again tomorrow night. But I'm so glad to meet you and have you in my chat. Bring cheap eggs. And I'm so glad Mamadou came in too. That was a nice surprise for Mamadou to come in. Yeah, I've seen them advertised on TV and on YouTube, where you can get them like through TikTok for like $19 for a set of these earphones that translate for you. I mean, I don't know how good they are, but they translate that they advertise them that they translate the languages. Super Pappy says, I know 2 languages, English and hillbilly. Well, I know 2 languages too, Super Pappy. English hillbilly and English hillbilly. Because I'm completely 100% Southern, even though I've lived in New York when I was little. I lost that Yankee accent real quick. Good night, Bob. Have a sweet night. Stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. And I guess we need to get off here. We've been on here for over 2 hours already. Oh, there's somebody else. And I'm running out of paper. Let's see. Sugar Stick. Sugar Stick Manda. Hello, Sugar Stick. We're having a drawing February 6th at 7 p.m. Central Time. That's the reason I wrote your name down, because I'll put your name in the drawing. You have to be in the live, though, to win. Mamadou. Voodoo ritual. What? I don't know anything about voodoo rituals. Good. I don't know. Sure enough. All right, y'all. I'm so glad all of you could come in. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off of here, Gladys. We've been on for 2 hours. I think that's long enough. It was a lot of fun. I'm so glad Mamadou came in, and we had Bob here to translate, to welcome her. And I hope all of you are pop into my next live whenever that'll be. Like I said, I may have one tomorrow night. I don't know what time it will be. And there's Nathan Murray. Let me get his name down. Love from Ireland. Well, love from Texas to Ireland, Nathan. I'm glad you could pop in, even though we're just closing out. We've been on here for 2 hours, but I got your name in for the drawing February 6th. So be in our live February 6th at 7 p.m. Central Time. And if we draw your name, you're going to be the winner. I've got many names in the pot already. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank you so much for taking time out of your night to come and spend with me. And I appreciate it. Love you all. All of you have a blessed night. Stay warm. Stay safe. Sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. See you next time. Bye now.